In this week's episode, it's Pixar Pier time. While Anthony was busy with his continuing Star Wars boycott, Diggs and I were at DCA to see what all the hubbub was about. Was the Incredicoaster worth the hype? How much fat time in the parks did we have? What the heck is a pal around? And why are some things not complete? The Three Caballeros are back and on TV, but there's a catch. Also, World of Color woes, parking lot news, the Connors, and more on this fried episode of the MousePIRE Podcast.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Diggs.
I'm Tim. Welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Disney, Star Wars, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the MousePIRE Podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Uh-oh.
The apprentice leaves.
What is this?
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
Bring up me hardy Joe.
You never had a friend like me.
Some imagination, huh?
Made you look.
Hello.
Hey,
Happy birthday!
whose birthday this week?
How are we?
I'm good.
Actually, last week it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit's birthday.
I saw that.
30th anniversary.
Yeah. Damn silly rabbit.
30th anniversary of...
Whoa.
Oh, what does he do? You make the Roger Rabbit noise.
No.
Make the Jessica Rabbit noise.
No.
How's she sound, Diggs?
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I can't do that. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, Roger.
Whoa. That was more like...
That was something else.
That was like Wanda from In Living Color.
In living color.
Anyway, yeah, I saw that last week. I was like, oh, wow, interesting. I remember that movie, and I watched it a lot of times. I've seen it so many times. I think it's really cool. It's a good movie.
the dip. It's going to get ya.
Oh my God, it's dip!
Something like that.
Hey, that's pretty cool. But you know how I am doing, actually? Because I haven't get any updates about my situation going on over here. And I finally seen the doctor again on Thursday. And for those of you who don't know, I have a gallbladder issue. I have a tube in my gallbladder that's draining, and it's really disgusting.
You got to drain his dip out every day.
Exactly.
If the tunes touch it, they disintegrate.
And anyway, so...
It's gross.
Well, besides that...
Yeah. It stinks, too.
It does stink.
Yeah.
But anyway...
You should put some on your brother's pillowcase.
You're sick. All right. So anyway,
That would be funny.
basically what happened is, of course, there's no communication going on over there between the cardiologist and the surgeon and all that kind of crap. So according to the surgeon area, that area, they didn't know that one area didn't know that this was canceled and blah, 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 blah. The cardiologist didn't tell them that I had the stress test done.
It basically took Diggs personally interjecting into the situation to fix it.
Yeah. So anyway, I finally saw the surgeon, and he said he's going to expedite the surgery and
Whoa.
hopefully get it done pretty soon.
I don't think the word expedite fits in your situation.
Well,
it's been like 6 months.
7.
Wow.
But who's counting? Actually, this week will be 8. So yeah. So
the word expedite just definitely does not fit.
So anyway, they're finally going to do something. I had to go do a blood test today, so I did that, and hopefully they get the results.
I
in
did
2
a
days.
blood test today.
Was it fun?
Yeah, look, I mean, they, like literally, it went right there. That's a scratch, but this is a blood test.
Hey, I did not.
Well, I'm just saying it's something we have in common. You don't, and now you get to be quiet about it. Your turn again. Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I did that today, and hopefully they get the results in a couple of days, and I'll see where I stand, and hopefully get this surgery done quickly, and I'll be happy camper. Yeah.
And you can do jumping jacks again.
No, I'm not looking forward to that.
You can go running.
That's not one thing that was on top of my list.
Row machine.
Why?
Elliptical.
Why?
Stepper.
Why?
Standard elliptical.
No. I rather
One of those ones where you like it has like the wires.
I was doing that today, actually. Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, I'd rather just walk, be able to walk around the park and not have to sit down because it's hurting. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that will get done quick or soon, and I'll let everyone know. And if we are on hiatus, then that's probably why.
Hiatus. Hiatus.
Okay. Little Roger Rabbit there. All right, so, hey, you know what? Pixar Pier opened.
It did.
Yeah, it's open now. And
To like massive crowd.
oh my gosh, yeah, and yeah, Tim.
It was. I want to say that first thing.
Well, let me just say, Tim and I were there.
We were.
Yes, we were.
The night before, though, I posted in a couple of groups and I said, "Hey, does anyone think that there'll be lines to get in the morning like there were for the opening of Cars Land in Buena Vista Street?" And the only response I think I got was somebody telling me that there were already people lined up on Harbor Boulevard, but in fact, that was probably not to get into.
No, that was for the Funko.
Yeah, it was not to get in early to Pixar Pier. It was for the Funko Pop, the Tiki Room Funko Pop.
Yeah,
that
I
was
saw
being
pictures
released.
of that line.
Yeah. And then it turned out that line was not on Harbor Boulevard. It was in downtown Disney, but that's okay. Nonetheless, there was big lines for the Funko Pop. So after we got ours, we went over to Pixar Pier. While we were in line for Pixar Pier, though, we started seeing the posts of the videos of people walking into Pixar Pier. And it appeared to be massive crowds, so thick that you couldn't get through. But I think what it was they were moving the rope slowly.
Oh, right,
so that
walking.
So that
They're walking
they
the people
walked
in.
everyone in.
Right.
So that it
Walk
kind
it
of
out.
like, yeah, so that the runners weren't given advantage, so to speak.
Right.
Was that the runners? So we went in, we did a little shopping at the Knickknacks, and we
Give a dog a bone.
we dig a dog a bone. This old man was going home. That's good stuff. You got a new one, huh?
Yeah, because I'm not going to use the Star Wars one anymore. 'Cause there's no more Star Wars.
Oh, I thought that was you were trolling.
You're a troll.
It's not entirely untrue. So we went in, we checked some stuff out. We took a bunch of pictures. We realized that the line for the Jack Jack's Nom Noms was a little bit long. So I knew Diggs was there, so I texted him, was like, or on the way. He finally said, "Okay, I've parked." I'm like, "All right, well," I took a picture of the Luxo ball
Yeah.
marble, the giant marble Luxo ball.
Oh,
which
is that open?
It's pretty cool, but it's not bright colored.
No, it's dull.
It's like a dull muted version. I'll show you a picture.
That's the water one.
Yeah, the
Yes.
water one.
I didn't know if it was going to be open because I knew that I had seen that it's right in front of Bing Bong's.
Yeah, Bing Bong's is still covered up.
It's actually about the games.
Oh, because in the picture the concept drawing I saw, it looks like it's right in front of Bing
Oh,
Bong's.
okay. No, it's actually like right by the games.
Oh, so they must have moved it then, because according to the
It's
concept,
in
it was
between the games and the ball.
well. According to the
And the ball?
drawing,
Your balls.
it was supposed to be right in front of the Bing Bong. Oh, well, I mean, it's made of marble or whatever. I mean, you can't really color. Maybe you can't get that. Maybe you can't get bright orange, and I don't know. I got nothing.
I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's like, what's the most fun about these things is trying to get children to lick them.
What?
Well, yeah, they're not your kids. Just touch your tongue to it. See what happens. I bet it doesn't freeze. Stuff like pretty much. The two kids I was trying the other day they weren't having it though. I'll have to try again next time. And then I saw Brent. Brent and I took a selfie. Everyone, look, see? Brent and I took a selfie. Brent still doesn't remember me, but we took a selfie together. This is like the third.
That's not the
or fourth
picture
one.
I saw.
This is like the third or fourth one. And look at his selfie face.
No, because he
It's great.
sent me a picture.
Oh well, he sent one of him him taking a picture of me taking a selfie, right?
Yes.
Sort of.
Well, Brenton didn't know you were there in the picture I saw.
Oh, gotcha. And then we ate. Then we went and ate. We had the Fat Time Secret something later.
Yeah, don't jump.
Okay, well, I was just going through the motions, but we had a good time. It was all good. We walked around a bit and.
Well, let's talk about Pixar Pier. Let's talk about what we saw, not just like what we did.
Well, yeah, there's lots there.
So, like you said, there's that knick-knack store, and of course, it was crowded. People in there was packed.
Very, very lots of people.
Very lots of people, and we went into the lounge.
Not deep in, but just inside the door.
Went in the door, saw the decorations in there. Looks really, really cool.
I can't wait to actually like eat there. And there is a traditional burger on the menu. It seems like.
Well, I don't know if I'm actually going to eat there because I'm not about spending that much money on their traditional burger. That probably tastes like crap anyway.
We'll see.
You let me know.
You just never know, right? It's like you could get really good food or you could get food.
Well, considering our track record with getting burgers at the Disneyland Resort, where we play on the side of caution.
Yeah. So yeah, we like I said, we went in there real quick just to look around, and let's see. If you guys just saw our social medias, you saw the billboards. I posted the pictures of the billboards.
Those are cool.
That are on the boardwalk.
There's a couple nods to the past there as well.
Yeah, as far as
I forget. There's
on
one,
the billboards.
Yeah, do you have the pictures?
I have pictures of 2 of the billboards.
It's not the Wally one. It's the other. There's another one that's.
Oh, you had like he said the Wally one.
Let me take a look, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking. That might have been what I'm thinking about. Is find your special moment. Look at the carousel.
Oh, the sun
or the Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
It's the old sun.
Both of those have it.
Oh yeah, and your adventure's down there.
The sun wheel.
Yeah, so both of them have the fun wheel.
Sun wheel.
Sun wheel. I don't know how it went from sun wheel to fun wheel to whatever the crap they're calling it now.
I'm not calling it that.
Diggs and I went and talked to a girl there that worked there. She looked like she was some sort of manager, right? And we asked her. We asked her if we thought they could have come up with a worst possible name for an attraction, and she started laughing.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's really bad.
So yeah, I did post the pictures of the billboards over there. It was really cool, and I actually really didn't pay attention and notice that the sun wheel was on there, which is really funny.
Well, they always like to make those nods to years ago.
But like I just didn't really pay attention. I was actually just trying to get a picture with no one in my picture because people decide, oh, I'm going to stop right here and eat my ice cream. I'm trying to take a picture. So I got lucky that I actually got pictures of the signs with nobody in it. So it's pretty cool. Did you go on the Incredicoaster?
No, we didn't do the Incredicoaster before you were there, or with you. I figure it's the same thing, and I've seen the video, so I kind of get the impression.
Well, see, I'm not like that. I'm not the person to go watch the video.
Well, the video was on, so
I'm not watching any videos. I'm not watching any of this crap. So I went on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went on it. Like I said, the only way I was going to go on it was to go with someone who has the DOS, whatever they call it.
MS-DOS?
Yes, MS-DOS pass. And
Viva la Resistance? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I went on it, got the front, and I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I liked the stuff they put up on there, the props and things like that. I wasn't expecting that because I said, I didn't watch the video, so I wasn't expecting what they had in the beginning. When you're on the pier and you're watching, the train go after Dash counts down, and you see the little water spurts go up. If you really actually pay attention, because I just saw water spurts going up.
Was that supposed to be him?
That's him running. So see, he didn't pay attention either.
I assume
it took me 2 seconds to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, he's all ready, go, or whatever he says, counts down and go, then he's all, and that's him running.
How did they go again?
I can only do it once.
Okay.
So, I like that. Yeah, it's the same ride, whatever, but.
Does the lack of music make it different, you think?
There is music.
It is music. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe it was just talking during the
No, they released a thing last week or whenever that about Michael Giacchino doing new music for the ride.
Yeah. There's music and there's talking. There's the characters talking.
That's the part I'd heard already was the talking.
So, which is really cool. I like you have the 3 tubes, right? I like not the tube that's coming out of my gallbladder, but the 3 tubes on the ride. The third one to me is the best. It's awesome. Like the lighting in there.
Not to be confused with 3 seashells.
Exactly. Exactly. I like the third tube. It's really cool. I like the ending. I wasn't expecting the ending also where the props there. So, I mean, I loved it. It's pretty cool.
Is the photograph still in the same place? Or do they still even have a photograph?
Yeah, they have the photographs.
But there's not a place to buy them, right?
No, you have to go to the front.
That's
yeah,
dumb.
so you take your picture of the picture, and then you get the code, then you take the code.
Did they get
to the
rid of that a
front.
long time ago, or is that new?
No, that's new. They got rid of the actual kiosk
The
thing.
So
viewing
they got rid of
screens-
the kiosk for that and the original Fast Pass then?
Right.
What's there now? What are those things
They
for?
they do have
More
the
queue.
yes, more queue, and they do have the video or the screen, so you can look at your picture. You still walk out, you can see a picture there, but right
There's
next
just
to
nowhere to buy it.
yeah, where the shop was to buy it is now the Jack's Nom Nom
So
cookies.
it still has the number.
Which
Yeah.
is just
So
a
if you're
code.
getting your digital, you don't have to go all the way to the damn front.
right.
Because that would be dumb.
Right. And yeah, speaking of the Fast Pass, they did get rid of the Fast Pass for the roller coaster there in that area, and now it's sharing with Toy Story Mania.
By their powers combined,
Exactly.
they
So
make
they've
the
moved it
Incredicoaster,
out to the.
Well, not really moved it. They just got rid of those ones.
and they share with the Mania.
Yeah, Mania was out there by the pier.
Yeah.
Well, now they have both of them. They have one side's for the Incredicoaster, one side's for Toy Story Mania.
Now, are they doing it like what they do with Star Tours and Buzz, where they're only doing like Mania up to a certain time, and then after that, it's Incredicoaster the rest of the night?
I think it's just one
there-
side.
there's 2 sides.
So there's 2 specific sides.
Yes, because when I went there, both sides said, we're done for the day, and they had the Incredicoaster sign and then Toy Story Mania sign. So, yeah, if you guys are wondering about Fast Pass, it's over there where Toy Story Mania Fast Pass is, and you can get both,
They're doing a lot of that sharing. Sharing is caring.
Exactly.
Apparently with Fast Pass now, because you have a Small World in Matterhorn, which is in one.
After all,
You have Star Tours and Buzz, as I said, that's one.
shoot
You
them
have
up.
now Haunted Mansion and Pirates that are
Will be, probably,
Will be.
because they haven't started
will be.
yet.
The hell they waiting on?
Grad Night.
That's next year.
We got the button.
So I mean, I like the area. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, they rethemed it, and people are gonna just complain because they got rethemed, but it's pretty cool. It's like, I like the Pixar thing and everything.
They're just kind of hodgepodge. Like there's no rhyme or reason to the transition from neighborhood to neighborhood. Like it's just kind of like whatever's.
Yes.
There's no neighborhood differences.
No, there isn't. Real quick, right there by
So naming the whole neighborhood thing is pointless.
it is pointless because there is no transition, like you said. But right there where the Jesse Critter Carousel, whatever it's called, going to go.
On
On
a wall.
Huh?
A wall.
Yeah, there's a wall there. But there's another wall that actually has the Incredibles logo on there. And
Yeah, right in front of it too is
and that's where they're doing the photo ops. They're doing
Mr. Incredible.
So yeah, Mr. Incredible's there. I saw Frozone, and that's the only ones I saw.
You can still get to the bathroom right there.
Yeah, it's everything's the same. They just put a little wall up around the carousel, but then they build another actual wall. It looks like cement and everything where they're doing the photo ops for that. That's pretty cool. Oh, then they have the Incredibles trash cans. They redid the trash can in that area.
See you later, trash can.
You know what? I just thought about that. Talking about transitions.
I don't know if somebody let Russell know.
No. But I didn't look at the other trash cans because the Incredicoaster trash cans stuck out because they're black and red.
There was an additional new trash can by where the Pixar Luxo ball was.
Say Pixar Pier on it.
It has the version of the Pixar Pier logo. I didn't go and see what the other ones might have been.
So I need to go and check that out. But maybe that's the transition the trash cans are. You never know.
Right.
It could be.
I think the coolest game that they had was the Heimlich's beanbag toss.
See, I took pictures of the signs of the games and stuff, but I didn't get to go up there and take pictures of the games because there's just too many people there. I couldn't get any good pictures of anything because there was just too many damn people there. Exactly. So,
wow,
that would actually been Anthony there because he would have been all pissed off with all the people there, and he couldn't get his pictures either.
Kiss my butt.
So yeah, I couldn't take any good pictures, but everyone's already heard that they have that Seniors as Buzz Churros.
Apparently, it's covered in like crushed up Red Hots.
Are you sure that's what it is? That's what you said. It looks
okay,
like.
We have a friend that's a manager at the Knickknacks. Just somebody we know from the park. We say friend because we always say hi. And he said that he tried one at the media preview. You got to try like a piece of it, and that's what he told me was that it's like crushed up Red Hots. So I think it's like a spicy cinnamon flavor. I mean, I'll try one eventually. People are going crazy for them, evidently.
I thought it was that Mexican spice that they put on everything else.
I thought it was hot Cheetos. And then, of course, the Poultry Palace is where Anthony wants to go try that.
I've gotten mixed reviews.
I got him too. We'll talk about that in Fat Time also.
I just want to take a picture of Zurg.
Zurg is pretty cool. And what else was there?
I must have missed the Zurg.
He's on the left side.
It's probably
over there, right in the middle, where basically on the left of where the Bing Bong Sweet stuff is going to be. That's where that Pixar Philharmonic thing, whatever they were playing at. I don't know if that's going to be part of the Bing Bong store because to me it looked like it wasn't even completed.
The shell?
Yes.
Evidently, they were supposed to put a theater in.
Yeah, I know. We've been talking about that. That's where that theater was supposed to go.
I'm pretty sure it has to be.
But just the way it looks, that wall or whatever, it looks like it's
well, because they keep referring
done.
to it as a shell, like as if it's like a like a Philharmonic shell.
Right.
But I mean, it's like, is it like an actual shell or is it just like a shell, quote unquote?
Philharmonic style.
Oh, okay.
See,
but the back part of it just looks like it's just a wall, and it's just like.
So it looks like it's not done.
Right.
Well, it doesn't go back far enough is the problem.
Right, that too.
It's made to look like it's a shell.
Because basically they're right there, and then, you got crowd control and a crowd.
Did you listen to them?
Yeah.
For like 5 minutes.
Were they good or?
They weren't bad.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They were average for Disneyland.
This is a nice shot right here of the
Brent was.
Of the Pixar Pella rounds just for you. I took that just for you, Anthony.
It's a nice photo.
Thank you.
It's a shit name.
The sun is on the back now, I see.
Yeah. That another homage?
Yeah.
All right, and then also, let's see. They were playing, like I said, they were pretty good. First time watching that band. I know they've been playing at Paradise Garden area, the bandstand over there. They've been playing there. But you know what? I like the pier. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a big Pixar fan, so I don't see anything wrong with it. I know that, like I said.
You mean other than the fact that there needs to be more stuff?
There should be more stuff. There should be, like you said, transitions and things like that. But it was really, really hard to pay attention to anything with all the people there. So
if there had been more to do.
Right, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
That's my biggest complaint with the whole Pixar Pier thing is it's very poorly executed. It's half-ass. We're not there yet, but I mean, some of the final elements are borrowing from something else, and it's all just there wasn't really much thought put into it. Whoever thought of this whole thing, they're definitely not trying to get ahead in their Imagineering. They're definitely not trying to make a name for themselves because nobody's going to remember the name of the person who came up with Pixar Pier.
Now, over at the Knick Knack shop, real quick, I want to say that I think it's really nice in there. The way it's all decorated with the different characters, it's pretty tight.
They've done a good job.
Yeah, they did a good job in there, putting like incredible characters up on the wall, putting Buzz and
Woody.
Monsters Inc. Well, who was that? That was Mike Wazowski's in there, and then of course they have the Up characters, or actually they had all the candy in there that we were saying that's supposed to be a Bing Bong Sweet Shop. So I mean, it's pretty cool. Like I said, they rethemed it. They did all right with it. I don't think the pier is going to be that busy for that long. So probably in a few weeks, the hype will die down, and you can actually go over there and try to enjoy some stuff.
Yeah, seriously though, I was telling Victoria the other day that right now is your time to go do stuff at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Because until the magic and the novelty of Pixar Pier wears off, which won't be long, I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, there's nothing to do there. Pretty much everything is going to be people going over there and getting in line for Incredicoaster. That's about it. People are going to go on the Ferris wheel. The people that would have went on the Ferris wheel before. Nobody's going to go on the Ferris wheel because it's renamed to a stupid name.
No, I'm not.
People are going to go on it because there's nothing new about it. It's repainted. Who cares? The people that are going to go on it are people that would have gone on it anyways. People are going to go on Toy Story Mania. They're going to go on that anyways because nothing was done to it. So basically, you're looking at everybody going over and getting basically the Incredicoaster line, absorbing all of the the crowds. Because what would normally be, how long is how long was Soarin' usually on average? About an hour and a half?
Sometimes a lot less.
Less?
Sometimes.
And what's it averaging now? About 2 hours? Over 2 hours?
All day we saw it was 70 minutes.
Oh, well, I think I saw it up to like 200 minutes the other day. Or on Sunday, I think. I don't know. I don't pay attention to those things. But anyways, because like on Saturday, for example, the day while you guys were over there, everybody was over there with you guys at Pixar. I heard that Peter Pan only got to like a 30-minute wait or something like that. Rebecca told me that Autopia never went over 20 minutes.
I saw on Friday we get the official announcement that the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind will open in 2019 on the Pixar Pier.
You mean Flix Flyers?
Yes, Flix Flyers is going to be
Yeah, so we got the official confirmation of something we already basically knew.
Yeah, so sometime after Bugs Land closes in like 2 weeks, then they're going to move it during the night, piece by piece, over there and start building that area. Or, of course, they got to send it out first to get repainted.
Right. Well, the whole facade around it looks more extravagant than the ride itself. I would want to go over there just to look around at the outside.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the whole outside and the inside of the where it looks like the queue's probably going to be all looks pretty cool, but it all looks like it just leads to an underwhelming ride.
Right.
A really cool outside and lead into what is essentially a kids ride.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how Luigi's used to be.
As we're talking about everyone heading over to the pier and wait times and everything like that, is that ride going to have a big old wait time because it got rethemed when it opens up?
Probably.
I mean,
you're gonna wait an hour. You're gonna wait in line for an hour for a kids ride.
Because like right now, that wait time for Flix Flyers is 5 minutes. Right. Just saying. So
well, let's just put it into perspective. How long did we wait in line for Gadget's Go Coaster when it first opened? Now, Gadget's Go Coaster is no Flix Flyers,
but it's a new ride.
Or rather, Flix Flyers is no Gadget's Go Coaster.
But it wasn't a rethemed ride.
It wasn't a rethemed ride. Yeah, it was a brand new, but it's essentially still a kids ride. But I remember staying in line quite a long time the first day of that.
Yeah, for a 1 minute ride.
I know, and it's a kind of a bad example, but it was the only thing I could think of on short notice.
Oh, you didn't get the memo then?
No.
So yeah, they officially announced that. We've been talking about that. That was going to happen in any way. And, yeah, that's what's going on with that. And, of course, it's going to open in 2019, probably the same day as Jesse's Critter Carousel of Progress opens up. Like that one. Talk about throwing it back.
Right.
Taking it back to the old school.
Real quick, speaking of Carousel Progress, did you see that they're coming out with what's those Kingdom of Cuteness Series 2?
Interesting.
But one of them is going to be the eagle from America's
Sam the Eagle?
Yeah, Sam. His going to be like a bust of Sam from America
From the
Sings.
Muppets?
No, from America Sings.
Oh, because I thought you were talking about
Not that Sam the Eagle. No, if you'd have let me finish before you busted out
I knew
Sam.
what you were talking about.
No, because then you said Muppets.
Yeah, I know. I was messing with you.
Oh, sure you were.
All right, so, of course, staying with the Pixar theme, the new Incredibles float for Paint the Night also arrived, and then it arrived on Thursday with the press event. And I knew the press event was going on Thursday. I was hearing, this is going on, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't, I don't know. I wasn't thinking or anything. I didn't think, hey, maybe they're going to have the float out there for the press on that night. And yeah, they did. So I didn't get to go watch it. Because
Everybody and their mothers were posting pictures of that damn float.
Of course they were. So yeah, they did have it.
Did you see the pictures?
No.
Oh, neither did I.
So they, like I said, it did come out on that Thursday. It ran on Thursday. It also ran on Friday. And, of course, the official, quote-unquote, debut was Saturday. And I watched the parade on Saturday, and I saw the float. I thought it was really, really cool. We were talking about that POV technology thingamabob. I forgot what it was called. All right. So it was. We're talking about that Violet, where she was going to be in a force field, which was, and they actually built a custom-built persistence of vision globe, and we were trying to figure out what that was. And I said, oh, it's probably some kind of projection and things like that. Then I actually looked it up, and I saw it on YouTube. I sent it to Anthony, what it actually was. And, wow, this is way better than what I sent Anthony, because the technology on that was awesome. I think that what I sent you was from 2013 or 14, 15. I don't know. It was kind of old. But this globe thing is really awesome. The technology is just great. And I did take a video of that and send that to Anthony. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the Incredibles float is really nice. I like it. I like the lighting on that is awesome. And yeah, Frozone's on there. The Incredibles are on there. It's really cool. You guys, if you guys haven't seen the float yet or on Paint the Night, go check that out. I think it's pretty tight. It's awesome. It's pretty cool.
You rhymed.
I try not to.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
All right, so yeah, about time, because Tim's been trying to jump ahead all podcast long already. When now it is time for Fat Time. Exactly. Let's continue with the Pixar theme, and let's talk about Jack Jack's Nom Noms cookies.
All right, go ahead, Tim. You've been waiting all this time to talk about food.
We tried it together, and it was pretty good.
Whoa!
I don't know
Like
that I
huh?
wanted to eat the whole thing. It was really sweet, but it tasted really good.
That's all you got.
Yeah, I recommend them for $5. Good.
$5 for a cookie?
I don't know what he charged us the second time. Do you remember?
All right, so the cookie is actually $6, and it is a chocolate chip cookie.
Is it basically like a mini Pizookie?
Yes, without the ice cream.
Oh,
it's really good. It's kind of big.
Thank you.
Everyone's like going crazy over this cookie and everything like that. I'm not going crazy over this cookie.
Not for $6.
I don't care about the price. You have the cheap one. I'll pay the price.
No, I'm not cheap. Just because I don't want to pay $6 for a cookie doesn't mean I'm cheap.
I will go and buy the cookie again, but I'm not. It's not the best cookie in the world. It's awesome. It's not that great. I mean, it's just a cookie, and they put it in a conveyor oven, so they warm it up. So it's pretty. I mean, it's all right. It's great. Everyone else is making a big old thing. Oh, this is an awesome cookie and blah 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 blah. But I mean, it's cool. It's not bad. I mean, everyone loves a hot, warm cookie. And it just reminds me of eating the cookie over at Not Spray Farm during Christmas. They have a warm cookie and milk, and you can go and grab that, and it's basically the same thing. All they're doing is warming up a cookie. So they're not actually making a cookie, they're just warming it up. I mean, it's cool. I like it. It's not bad. So, yeah, we tried that. And then also, Tim tried that corn dog over at Corn Dog Castle.
We both tried them, right?
No, I didn't try it.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, which one did you have?
I just had a corn dog. I had a regular corn dog.
Well, I tried like the triple flavor Jack's corn dog.
Yeah, it's the temperamento taste shifting corn dog.
So it's like two different types of sausage. There's a hot link sausage and a chicken sausage that's a little bit spicier, and also the cheese in the middle. And the cheese part was my favorite.
Yeah, he was just like, he wanted the whole corn dog made of that cheese.
That's good.
So what do you say? Or what?
I say just get a cheese dog next time. Unless you like spicy and cheese, there's no reason for it. It was pretty spicy.
Oh, the funny thing is the fact that they have the picture of the corn dog, and Tim said he wanted it served the way the picture showed, split open.
I did, because I wanted to be able to share it with Elizabeth, but they wouldn't cut it for me.
They probably didn't have a knife.
That's what they said. We don't have a knife.
I mean,
they should have a knife.
Why would they need a knife in there?
Why wouldn't they?
Because they just put batter and corn dogs and fry it, and nothing. They're not dicing the apples because they're pre-diced, pre-cut. I don't know. I just don't think they probably didn't have a knife to do that. Because I'm sure if they did have a knife, they probably said, "Oh, okay, hold on," and done it. But if they didn't have the knife,
it could have potentially taken a really long time.
Huh?
It could have taken a really long time if they didn't have a knife.
Right. Yeah. So, but I mean, so you just say basically just get a cheese dog.
Yeah.
But the cheese is different than the.
Maybe they'll just use that other cheese for me.
You never know.
I could be like, can you substitute? You never know.
I'm just thinking because like the cheese they use on there is a cheddar cheese, and it's actually, this big. This cheese is not even that big, and they probably wouldn't be able to.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe two of them.
Maybe. You never know. And we also went over to Flo's, and we tried that orange shake,
which was really good.
It's called the Supercharged Cream Orange Shake. So basically, it's like a 50-50 bar. So, I mean, that was pretty good. It's an orange shake. If you like orange shake, you like creamsicles, then I suggest you try that shake. It's pretty cool. It's and they put like orange sprinkles on top, and of course the whipped cream and everything. So that was pretty yummy. Like Tim said, we tried the cookie. We all shared it. So before you start, Fernando, about my sugar, we shared it. I took a bite of that. I took a little taste of the shake. So I wasn't trying to have so much sugar that day. So yeah, go over to Flo's and try that shake if you guys are into orange flavored shakes. That was pretty good. Now today, Disney announced that they're going to have a fried chicken celebration at the Disneyland Resort. I don't know. It's weird. They said National Fried Chicken Day is on July 6th, and they're going to be celebrating that July 6th through the 8th. And basically, all the parks blog, all they said was come over to Plaza Inn and have chicken, and go over to Flo's and have chicken.
We'll go have some chicken.
So, yeah. Now, I'm not a chicken person, so I'm not going to go over there and have chicken. Tim, are you going to go have some chicken on Chicken Day?
What day of the week is it?
I don't know. It's July 6th through the 8th, so...
Maybe not.
I think that's Friday through Sunday. I think the 4th is on Wednesday. But yeah, so fried chicken celebration at Disneyland Resort, and they're gonna just have chicken, and then again, they always have chicken there, so it's nothing like a big old deal or anything. But I think they're just trying to advertise their chicken, and I guess there's actually two types of chicken. I didn't know that the Plaza Inn chicken was different from the Flo's chicken, but I guess it is. It has two different ways they prepare it. But like I said, I'm not a chicken person, so I'm probably not going to be having chicken. If you guys want to go check that out, it's July 6th through the 8th. And, have some chicken.
Not feeling the chicken.
You're not feeling chicken?
Yeah.
You want some cheese dogs? All right, now real quick, I forgot about that Poultry Palace. That chicken over there, from what I heard, is too spicy. Of course, that's going to be a preference. I don't eat chicken, so I don't know. But from what I was told, the person who had it thought it was just too spicy for her. What you hear? Yeah, Tim's falling asleep over here, even though I'm talking to him.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I heard that the chicken was, the first person told me that it was not good and that the coleslaw was dry. And then another person told me that it was good chicken and that the coleslaw was good. So it just shows you how different opinions are.
All right.
I mean, I guess the fat time situation is that we got to try the chicken.
Well,
one of us at least.
Well, from what I've heard, if it's too spicy, then if you're into having spicy, you're probably not going to notice anything and you're probably going to like it. And if you're not into having spicy chicken, then you're probably not going to like it. So that's all I know about that. But
and it's drumsticks. It's three drumsticks.
Yeah,
it's three drumsticks.
3 drumsticks, coleslaw for $10. From, like I said, she didn't like it, so she said it wasn't worth it. So, but then again, you guys have to try it yourself and see if you like it or not. Hey, Tim, did you hear there's a new dance party going on in Tomorrowland?
You know, I should have mentioned that to you. When we were there, I walked through the Tomorrowland Terrace stage area. The stage was maybe about 2 feet off of the platform, lifted off. And I said, hey, is it stuck? And the guy was like, no, it's not stuck. And I said, well, I wanted to ask you, do you know if the bands are going to move in here? And he said, he looked me right in the eye and he said, boy, would we all love it if those bands moved in here. But no, they're not. We're going to have a DJ, Pixar themed. And I was like, okay, I mean, the DJ's cool, but I think it would have been cooler if the bands came in, mix with the DJ, right? Do both.
I'd rather hear bands than a DJ.
You know me, I like electronic music, but at the same time, I think a mixture on and off nights or whatever, the band's bringing a different crowd than the DJ. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely come check it out. Hopefully it's
I don't know about going and checking it out because, it's called Pixar Pals Dance Party. It's over there at TLT, and it starts at 7 o'clock, goes till 10:30. All you're going to get is a bunch of little kids jumping up and down.
Well, we're going to find out.
Oh, it's already started. It started yesterday.
Okay,
on
so
Monday.
Will you go jump with me?
No.
We can hold hands.
I can't jump.
We can hold hands.
No, because I might leak.
Oh. You can splash people with bile.
That's gross. But yeah, it started on Monday. No announcement or anything. I guess it just they decided just to start it and see how it goes. But
that's the day we were there. They must have been testing.
Yesterday?
Yeah. We were there yesterday, and that's when the stage guy was talking to me.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it started yesterday. It's already on the schedule. And, I don't know. Like I said, you're just going to get a whole bunch of kids jumping up and down. I don't know if they actually have... Oh, you know what? I did see they had I believe they had the Army men out there. The Green Army men were out there.
Dancing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, they had the Green Army men were out there, and they're probably doing a little skit or something. Whoever was taking this video didn't do a good job, so that's all I can see. But yeah, if you guys want to go check that out, it's every night starting at 7 o'clock over there at Tomorrowland. But like I said, here's the pictures right here. What do you see by the Green Army men?
That looks like a lot of children.
Exactly.
What are those kids doing up at that hour is my question.
They're following the Green Army men.
Yeah, that's a little problem.
Yeah,
past the bedtime.
So yeah, I'm not...
You hear me? I said past the bedtime.
I'm not looking forward to going and checking this out, but I guess they decided to start this. And maybe they'll give us an announcement that it's actually started. I don't know, but that's what's going on over there. There's no bands or anything. And because if there were going to be bands, they would have already started by now, because I believe last year they started in May. All right, so on Friday, we were supposed to have the World of Color back.
We don't?
We don't.
Really?
Really.
Huh.
Basically, Houston, we have a problem.
They can't get the video and the audio to sync up, or what?
Well, that's what I thought the problem was in the beginning, but that's not what it is.
apparently one of the islands disintegrated.
Is that the ones that are in the stream?
Yes.
Islands in the stream, love is who we are.
One of the islands of lights or whatever disintegrated and started sinking,
Disintegrated.
and the whole section of island had to be replaced.
Wow. It sounds like a hefty deal.
Because they showed pictures before and after of how the island looked, and in the second picture you can see that it's part of it was just sinking.
Huh. All right.
Well, I got some information here. I was trying to do my, of course, talk to my peoples. All right, so here's a little information that this might have happened. What happened with the platform is that the tables work on a scissor lift, and which is basically air powered for it to go up and down. If the scissor lift don't have the air pressure needed, then the table will drop.
Okay, so it's an air pressure situation.
Right.
And they need this in order to raise up out of the water to fire off.
Yes.
Otherwise, they're underwater, and that's like how they look during the day, basically.
Yes. If the table isn't rising, it could be either the issue with the lifts or issue with the air pressure underwater, and it's really hard to get to. Basically, you'll have to drain it and go underwater to service it.
So I was going to say scuba dive situation, basically.
Yes, and basically it's a big job, and it would take a long time to do. So what people are saying, or what I'm hearing, it's going to be closer to the end of the year when it comes back, or whatever.
Wow, it could be that long.
Yeah,
because of that one issue.
Well, if they would have to drain the whole area just to get to that, because if it's not going up and down, then if it's sunk, then, I don't know, they have to go do something. That's what I'm hearing. I'm trying to get some official word, but people are not answering back who should be answering back, so
we'll have to wait.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some good confirmation on that, but that's what I'm hearing is going on with World of Color. We have to wait and see what happens with that and see if they can fix that and see when it's going to come back, but as of now, there's no World of Color. And just go over and enjoy the fireworks at Disneyland, I guess.
But it's the wonderful world of colors, so wonderful and magical.
All right, on that note, let's talk about some refurbs that are going on, or actually coming up. And the reason I want to bring this up is because I just want to let everyone know that they have on the schedule, Path of the Jedi will return on July 17th. Upcoming refurbs are Big Thunder Mountain from July 16th through July 26th. Pinocchio will be refurbed from July 30th through August 3rd. And here's a big one. Matterhorn will go in refurb from July 30th through the fall of 2018.
July 30th, so July, August, September, maybe October.
Now, this is weird because we usually don't have refurbs during summer.
There must be something breaking.
Whoa, no, not just that, because we have Big Thunder, we have Pinocchio, and yeah, we usually don't have refurbs going on during the summer.
I think they're expecting a big winter.
Probably.
And that if your winter's big and there's no downtime between summer and whatever, and the holidays and Halloween, and also the fact that next year you've got, I don't know, maybe they can't make it to next year, but I don't know, that's rough because with Galaxy's Edge opening, they also want the entire park running.
Right.
They don't want to have down attractions during the opening of Galaxy's Edge for the first 3 or 4 months. They don't want Matterhorn or Big Thunder or Pirates or Space or Splash or any of those big ones to be down.
Yeah, because usually Matterhorn goes in refurb in February. So
yeah, but usually it's like a week.
Not really. It's usually a while. But I don't know. This is what's going on from now. Like I said, remember that it's subject to change without notice. But as for refurb, that's going on right now. And then the Pixar Short Film Festival will return on July 20th. over at the Sunset Showcase Theater with Knick Knack, La Luna, and Sanjay's Super Team. So look forward to seeing that. Now, speaking of some refurbs, we got some information that over at Toy Story parking lot, they are adding more parking spaces.
Again?
Yes, again.
Well, good for them.
Exactly. They are actually adding 360 more spots.
Where are they getting all those spaces?
I think from space. Oh, wait. No, over there by, this is actually going, I don't know what parking lot they're going to name this. It's actually by Jesse, I guess. But basically, there's if you guys park over there, and it's like you're coming in through Harbor, so you're facing that direction coming in. And if you guys ever park at Jesse, the very first Jesse, not the extended Jesse, and you look over to the right, back part of the right, you'll see a green fenced off area. That's where they're actually building this new parking spaces. So yeah, they're going to be adding 360 more spots over there, which is cool, which will bring them to a total of 4,961 spots.
Wait, how many is the total number?
4,961.
So basically 5,000 spots, plus the 12K that the structure does, and the 6,500 that the new structure is going to do. So that's 5 plus 12 is 17, plus 65 is 23.5, plus the whatever they're still going to have when the current Stitch and Pumbaa lots. Or then they're going to, then there's what is the lot behind all the hotels off of Disney Way?
I don't remember the names anymore.
They've probably got something like 20,000 plus parking spots.
And then you got cast member parking.
Oh, yeah, that's
they
true.
can use a Catella K-lot. So, yeah. Anything they can do to add more spots, I guess, I would say it's a good idea. I've been seeing things going on in that area. I just didn't know that was actually a Disney area. But yeah, I was sent this information along with a color-coded map of the parking and how many spaces each section has.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, getting more spaces over there. 360 more spots, which is cool. Not sure when that's going to be opened. I haven't even seen any type of pavement going on over there. I just see a lot of dirt. So, but when that opens up, we'll let you guys know.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's significant progress being made on the new structure.
Yeah, they're actually going vertical now.
Yeah, it was for quite a while. It was grading the land, so to speak, and now they're pylons or pillars or whatever you call them going up. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. I can't wait for it to be done. Seriously.
They better get a move on. That's all I know.
I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be almost another year, but.
Hey, so we've been talking about that new Play Disney Parks mobile app that's going to be coming out for people to do who knows what while they're in line with. And, well, we know now that it is going to be coming out on this Saturday, the 30th.
I actually got mine already because you were able to go and get your app and I guess it's like reserve it or something. I don't know what they were calling it, but you were actually able to go and get it. And then I guess when it releases on Saturday, then maybe I actually download on my phone. I don't know how that stuff works, but
according to this, they're going to have different games for different queues. Actually, like the game, if you're in line for Toy Story Mania, you can play Playset Party. If you're in line for Peter Pan, you can play Off to Neverland. If you're in line for Space Mountain, you can play Rocket Race. And then they also have one, since this is also being released in conjunction with Walt Disney World, they also have rides there. They gave an example that there's for Andy's Board Game Blast if you're in line for the new Slinky Dog Dash coaster at Toy Story Land.
Well, yeah, of course they have it over there.
Apparently they have something that's going to tie in with Apple Music through the app. If you're an Apple Music subscriber, you will be able to add even more stuff like listen to music And then, of course, it mentions that when Galaxy's Edge comes out, that there will be updates to it for that, obviously. So yeah, Saturday, get it now. Sign up, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, you can go over to wherever you get your apps from and pre-order. That's what it says. You can pre-order it, but it's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. I'm looking right now. Mine says pre-ordered, and I guess, like I said, now this also has the date too on here. It says expected June 30th. So I guess as soon as it's released, then it'll just download straight to my phone. That's pretty cool.
Woohoo!
Hey, so it's pretty much no secret that I like the Three Caballeros. It's always the best of times when it's Viva Navidad and they get to come out and they do have their little cameo on Small World. In case anybody's ever wondered what it would be like if they made a cartoon, like an actual cartoon series out of that, well, keep waiting actually, because there is one. Apparently, it's been around for at least 3 years.
I haven't seen it.
But it is coming out, but it's only coming out if you live in the Philippines.
I'm not moving.
The show is called Legend of the Three Caballeros. It was actually not made due to various researching and posts and stuff really revealed by different people who are in the know. This was not made by Walt Disney Television Animation. It was made by Walt Disney Interactive, which is strange because that's, who does the games. But it is an animated series. But also, I've also learned that this was actually finished before DuckTales even went into production, according to Frank Angonis on his Twitter, who is the head guy on DuckTales. He said that this actually went into production this was actually completed before DuckTales even went into production, because he already knew about it at the time when he was starting DuckTales. And of course, DuckTales is now long out, and you know how long production is for a animated series. They would have been doing the voiceovers at least probably 2 years ago. So, I mean, that means that this Legend of the Three Caballeros has been around for who knows how long. They've been having, Disney's had it tucked in a pocket or something, or I don't know what they're doing with it, or why it hasn't been released. It's very, very odd. But we get to see some pictures. It's very interesting because there is a character that it appears that there's a character that's appearing on the show that is we talk about DuckTales pulling out some deep cuts and going into the old Uncle Scrooge comics about Carl Barks and stuff. Well, there's one actually. They're going into some of the old Don Rosa comics. And appears that there's an appearance by Donald's great-great-grandfather, Clinton Coote, who was actually the founder of the Junior Woodchucks. And apparently he only made an appearance in one frame of one comic, other than being in the official Duck family tree. But there is a screenshot of what appears to be him from the show. And if you compare it to the picture of him from the comic book, it's definitely him, even though a lot of people were mistakenly thinking it was Ludwig von Drake, because they do have a very similar look. But we actually do have a trailer video, or not a trailer video. It's actually the opening theme. So let's check that out. And I'm basically, and a lot of people are basically saying this is probably going to end up on the Disney streaming service next year.
Sure, hope so.
We don't know why it's ending up on the
maybe it's on the
Philippines
Fire TV thing now.
It's on. No, it's only available in the Philippines
What
through the Disney Life UK app.
No, I mean that all the stuff that gets illegally put onto the Fire
that
TV.
would require somebody to be able to record it in the Philippines and then put it on there.
Oh, okay.
So once again,
is it in the Filipino language or in English?
No, it's in English.
Okay.
Once again, it's only available on the Disney Life UK app, but it's not available in the UK. It's only available in the Philippines because apparently they use the Disney Life UK. It's their version of the Play or whatever it's called. What's it called? The Disney Now. their version of the Disney Now app that they use apparently in the UK and also apparently in the Philippines. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get that on the Disney streaming service. It looks really fun. I like it. I like those guys. So let's check this out this trailer for this thing that who knows when we'll be able to see.
We're three caballeros, three brave caballeros. They say we are birds of a feather. We're happy amigos, no matter where he goes. The 1, 2, and 3 goes, we're always together. The three caballeros.
Yeah.
Does it look like the same
Who's
art?
on top?
Humphrey.
Oh, yeah. Does it look like similar art to what's on the new Disney channel, the new Disney XD stuff? DuckTales and whatnot?
No, because it's not made by the same people.
Oh, okay.
Once again,
I just thought that was the new look.
well, no, once again, this is made by Disney Interactive, and it actually has, this is really bad video, but I mean, it does kind of have like a video game look to it, almost like Kingdom Hearts. It almost has like a Kingdom Hearts look to it.
Yeah.
So like if Kingdom Hearts was actually made into a TV series, it kind of looks similar to that. Some of the shots it looks really good and does have really good animation, but then other times it does look kind of weird. But I don't know. We don't really have a lot. It just kind of came out of nowhere one day. Whatever day this was on. Saturday, the same day that I was not at Disneyland. This was just kind of came out of nowhere. And, yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, we've got news out of Hollywood.
I have been there.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you did that studio tour, right?
Oh, I did that.
You guys went and watched the Kim Possible live or something, right? Wasn't that what it was?
No, it's Casey Undercover.
The Casey Undercover
It
deal,
was a
yeah.
run through.
And it was at the Hollywood Center Studios, right? And I told you that I almost did an event there.
Yeah, it was. It's not calling that anymore.
But this is like actual Hollywood. Right?
Oh, yeah.
ABC, parent company Disney, has announced officially that the Roseanne spinoff is a go without Roseanne Barr.
Cool.
Anthony can tell us all about why she's a complete, all those bad things, and she's not part of the show.
Nope. We were saying that they can go ahead and do a spinoff and not include her, in which is that's what happened. But I didn't read this article that I gave you, but I did hear that, you know what, she actually played the good guy in this.
Roseanne did. Yeah, she was pushing for it.
Well, no, not just that. I don't know if she was actually pushing for it.
She dipped out. She foregoed her producer credit.
That's what I'm saying. She gave up
stuff.
She gave up the rights to the characters, those characters.
Yeah, well, because she owned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she did the good thing by giving up the rights so they can go ahead and move on with this new show.
I'm sure it's a 10-year license where she gives them up or something, but we don't know. It's the Hollywood Reporter says that after canceling the comedy following Roseanne Barr's racist tweet, the Disney-owned network has found a way to move forward with the original cast, creators, likely crew, and likely crew as the Connors, which is a tentative name, but it'll probably stick. Because what else are they going to call it?
Yeah.
Weeks after canceling Roseanne, they're going to move forward, following aggressive talks with executive producer Tom Werner from Casey Werner. If you ever watch at the end of the show, the Disney-owned broadcasters handed out a 10-episode straight-to-series order for Roseanne's spinoff, The Connors, working title. The new take, which will be a multi-camera comedy and premiere in the fall, will follow the Connor family who, after a sudden turn of events, are forced to face the daily struggles of life in Lanford in a way they never have before. I think that means the sudden turn of events is that she dies probably during that knee surgery. ABC stressed its announcement for surgery that former star Barr will have no financial or creative involvement in the new series. Werner and Barr reached an agreement that will allow Werner Entertainment to produce a spinoff for ABC without Barr's further creative or financial participation. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Barr will retain all rights to her Roseanne Connor character and any future spin-offs beyond the Connors or any future reboots of the original. I regret the circumstances that have caused me to remove from Roseanne. I agree to the settlement in order that 200 jobs of beloved cast and crew could be saved. and I wish the best for everyone involved, Barr said in a statement. Added Werner that we were grateful to have reached this agreement and keep our team working and continue to explore the stories of the Connor family. And I'm sure Casey Werner says that because he's going to make up about $1 billion. Nonetheless, it's a long article, but we recommend you read it. It's in the Hollywood Reporter, so I'm sure you guys can find it if you want to read it.
Well, we did. It is posted on my MousePIRE.
Oh, well, there you go. It's posted on MousePIRE.
So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm glad that they actually went and did this. And
all I know is we're going to have to not record on a Tuesday coming up here in the fall.
Yeah, look forward to the new spinoff. And we'll see how that one goes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty good. All right, hey, speaking of Hollywood.
Yes.
They announced the new class, I guess you can say. The new stars that will get their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2019.
Which undeserving bastards is it this time?
Well, I'm not going to go over everyone. We're just going to go over the ones with the Disney connection.
Okay, good.
And we're going to start with Mandy Moore.
Oh, well, I guess she's done enough.
She's done enough?
Yeah. I'm not opposed to that one.
You do know how people get stars, right? It doesn't matter what they've done. It just matters that enough people gave Hollywood the money for it.
Right. No, I know how.
Well, they still have to
I can still have an opinion about whether they deserve it or not.
They still have to be approved, so I guess somebody's opinion matters.
All right, moving on. We have Kristen Bell.
Totally. Yeah, definitely.
Anne Hathaway. And
she deserves, yeah.
And this one obviously deserves it. I don't care what anyone says. Lupita Nyong'o.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
Something to do with Coco?
She was only in 3 Disney films in 1 year.
Yeah, we only talked about her like every other podcast for like all of 2016.
I missed those years.
Those years?
I missed that year.
And yeah, I think that's it. That's it for the Disney connection. And yeah, so that's going to be next year's cast, as you would say. No dates have been announced for any of those yet. And if I've missed anyone, I did miss someone. I'm glad I kept writing.
Writing?
I'm glad I kept reading. The other one is Idina Menzel. Yes.
Whatever.
Shut up. Anyway, so yeah, I knew I was going to miss someone, but I kept reading this list of people. So yeah, those are your cast, the Disney cast of people who will be getting their star next year.
She's getting hers obviously more for Broadway, less for Disney, but
I'm sure she's more of a Broadway star than a Disney star. The Disney thing just brought her name into the mainstream, I think.
No, John Travolta brought her name into mainstream.
John Travolta?
He missed that year,
but he fell off.
You missed that year, too, apparently.
Speaking of John Travolta, he's got a new movie that apparently is not doing very good.
Gotti?
Yeah. MoviePass invested in this film, and that's why it's failing, I think.
Really?
Yeah, that's why they're the only ones that are sending out notices.
Go see Gotti. Go see American Animals. We invested in these movies, please.
Well, they're sending out notices to tell people not to believe the Rotten Tomatoes score, which is 0.
Oh.
And but they're not telling anybody that they invested in the movie. You just have to have known that to know that they're shilling basically for the movie that they know is sucky.
It's time for the mail?
Yeah, it is time for the mail.
Woohoo! Check that out. Do I get to read mail?
Do you want to read mail?
Well, I mean, not the whole thing. I figured I could help. Your eyes might get tired.
That happens. All right, our first email comes, I believe, all the way from Australia, mate.
Wow.
Whoa! If he's wrong, let us know.
This is from James, and the subject line is Anthony and the Star Wars Green Hat. Hey guys, I have been a listener for a while, but never wrote in before now. I just finished listening to the latest episode where Anthony swore off Star Wars. I started listening to you guys way back when one of you, and he says Anthony, I think, but not positive, appeared on Skywalking Through Neverland.
Oh, that would be me a few times, actually.
I think that maybe he needs to take a page from their book and focus on the positivity.
What is this guy's name? I'm going to give him a round of applause.
While ignoring all the behind-the-scenes drama. Star Wars has not changed. The movies are the same ones he loved all along. It's the fandom that he seems to have a problem with. and he can easily step away from that portion. I hate to see all mentions of such a major Disney property removed from the podcast, and hope that he will put the green hat back on, take his blood pressure medicine, and embrace the positive side of Star Wars and ignore all those negative F's out there. James.
Well, thank you for
We like you, James. You're our new
emailing
best friend.
in, but I'll respond as far as being positive and everything. Like, I'll just say that as far as skywalking goes, Richard and Sarah, they are in a position where they need to be neutral and diplomatic because that's who they are. I don't, and nor do I want to be.
Because that's who you are.
Everybody has to take a stand for things that they believe in, and everybody has to take a side when it comes to right and wrong. When you don't take a side, then, well, it just leaves you kind of neutral, and neutral is not a good thing. And
Not necessarily true. I just don't think that neutral's bad.
no, it is bad, especially when it comes to these sorts of things, because when we're coming down into with the Star Wars fandom, where it's coming down to a fact that there's people out there in the Star Wars fandom that are being racist, that are being misogynists, that are just straight up being haters for absolutely no reason than just to be trolls, then
It's just
you can't.
the internet in general.
But you can't. We've gotten to a point where you can't ignore those people anymore. You used to just be able to ignore those people, and then they would go away. But now these people are not going away because they're being enabled by certain leaders in our country that are saying that sort of thing is okay. And it's not okay anymore. It's not okay for these people to they're not just going to disappear like trolls have always been. They're continuing to be here, and that's why you can't just pretend it's not happening. You have to take a stand against these people, or otherwise they're just going to keep being here, and they're going to keep destroying everything that we love because of the fact that they are either they're, like I said, because they're all those things: racist, misogynists, sexist, whatever you want to call them.
How are you going to change their mind by quitting something that you love?
Well, I'm not.
So wouldn't it make more sense to just like ignore them and not give them the time of day and continue doing what you love despite them?
No, because they're part of it. You can't just stick your head in the sand and pretend things aren't happening.
I mean, I love the internet, right? But I don't refuse to operate on part of it.
Well, you love it for the drama.
No, I love the internet because it gives people access. I think the internet's fantastic. But at the same time, I don't ignore or refuse to be on the internet because it's ruining the upcoming generations.
But you should.
Well, it's because it's not going to change them.
You have to make a
that.
stand, though.
Me not being on the internet is not going to keep them from being on the internet. It's just not. It's not going to do anything. Me not being on is only going to affect me. So you not having anything to do with Star Wars is only going to affect you and the people right around you. Those other people are not going to be. I mean, they're just not. They're going to say, "Ha ha! We got one of the good guys to quit. We got the good guy to go away, and this makes our voice louder because yours just doesn't exist anymore."
Which is what they're doing now by making Kelly Marie Tran quit Twitter, by making Daisy Ridley quit Instagram, and Kelly Marie Tran quit Instagram, also not Twitter.
Is that Rose from Last Jedi?
Yes.
Okay.
Either way,
I mean, you have to say that the only reason these people quit is because they chose to quit. If they
they were getting tired of being harassed. You would too.
Well, they're still going to get posted about whether or not they're on Twitter.
Well, yeah, they're going to get posted about, but they're not going to see it because they're not there anymore. Why should they stay on there and be harassed? They have better things to do with their lives.
Very much.
I have better things to do with my lives than be part of a fandom that has so many hateful people in it. Why should I be part of the fandom that is being destroyed from the inside? I would rather just not be part of it anymore than to have to deal with their people anymore.
They're not the
sure.
inside.
It's not teaching them a lesson, but it also means that I'm not part of it anymore. I don't want to be part of those people because they're ruining Star Wars.
But they're not the inside.
But they're enough inside. There's enough
inside
people
the internet, and they're
not just inside the internet. They're everywhere.
You know what I mean. They're inside their little bubble, and you let them be. And you just block them when you see them.
Yeah, but their bubble is getting bigger and bigger and bigger because there's more and more of them coming out of the woodwork that are being enabled to become more jerks than what they are.
What I'm saying is,
and the thing is you can't argue with them. You can't convince them because they're so messed up in the head.
Just like James said, you either learn to move forward in a positive way and you embrace the positivity and the things that are good.
No, because then that's just ignoring the problem.
But not ignoring it doesn't do anybody any good.
No, but it's taking yourself away from it. Like I said, why should I be a part of fandom that doesn't even want to be, where half of the people or part of the people in the fandom don't even want to be a part of it, but they're only interacting with people because they want to be trolls, or they want to be horrible people, or they want to spin it and make it sound like the good people are the horrible people, which is really what's happening right now. Is that the one side, the people on the other side, or the people, the alt-right Star Wars people are doing so much spinning of the truth that they're pulling people on their side based on lies and everything.
I just don't see any of this
it's just
stuff.
like
Maybe it's Twitter you need to get away from.
Oh no, it's everywhere. You're not into Star Wars.
No, I mean I'm very much into Star Wars.
No, I mean you're not into the community and everything that's going on.
Well, that's the part that maybe you should quit. Not the podcast and the talking about Star Wars.
But they're affecting all of it, though. The fact that they're all out there and they're affecting it. The Solo is example of how these stupid people have affected Star Wars.
You're giving them more credit than they deserve.
No, I don't think you're giving them enough credit, and that's the problem.
They're not going to change anything that Kathleen Kennedy, Rian Johnson, any of the other directors are doing. They're not going to change any of that.
Well,
all they're going to do is just make a bunch of noise.
And then when Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson and all of them don't do what these trolls want, they're going to get louder and they're just
going to make themselves look like dumb racists. I mean, that's all
they're already doing that.
Well, there you go. And that's where it's going to be. Like, okay, well, there's just a bunch of idiots out there, and that's
I just don't want to be part of it.
Works. But you don't want to be part of the world?
Not really. Not really.
I'm just saying.
Because 90% of these people that are being the haters about Star Wars blame Disney. Because they all supposedly loved Star Wars so much before while Lucas had it, even though I would guarantee they're the same ones who talked crap about the prequels and drove Lucas away from Star Wars. That's the irony of it, is that they're the same ones who drove Lucas away from it. Now they want him back because they think that Disney is ruining Star Wars even more.
What would happen if he came back? We'd end up with 3 movies that probably everyone would hate.
Right, because Lucas doesn't know how to write dialogue.
Well, the other problem is that I don't know if you guys, maybe you told me this or I heard this recently, that he said publicly in some sort of interview that his next 3 movies would have been about basically about the Force and the what's it called, the
he didn't specifically say midichlorians.
Yeah, but basically,
he said he wanted to take Star Wars to a microscopic level. Yeah. So in other words, he wanted to bring Ant-Man in.
Right. Except Ant-Man's not in the Star Wars universe. But
all right. Well, thank you for your email, James. Appreciate that. New emailer there.
James, we do appreciate you writing in. Please do it again, even if it's just to tell Anthony that he needs to stay positive.
All right. Our next email is from Fernando Xavier Hubbard.
Hello, food man.
He says, "How are you, Mouse?" Insert name here. Mouse Trek, Mouse Vengers, Mouse Wick, Mouse Friday After Next. Been a while since I've written in. Been a crazy past couple of months at work, but I occasionally check in on my boy Diggs. The past few shows have been great. Anthony has been on fire. Hopefully I can rile him up.
Thanks, man.
This fat guy's on fire.
All right, he says, hopefully I can rile him up. Tim says, Roseanne is the greatest. And go.
Roseanne is the greatest.
Okay. We must hook up soon and partake in some wheezing of the grindage. Ooh. Fat grindage at the park. Summer of calories do not count. Sorry, guys, don't really have much to ask, and I am free-flowing. Maybe I'll make myself a strong-ass tiki drink since these damn Dodgers defense has imploded.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they lost.
See you guys soon.
Ooh.
I'm out.
Deuces, Fernando.
Yeah, thank you for your email, Fernando. Like I said before, Fernando actually calls me and checks up on me and everything. He actually called me one day. He called me last week on last Tuesday. And he left me a message, and told me, call him back, whatever. I didn't get a chance to call him back because I was running around doing things. Then I had to come get ready to come over here. So the next day he was commenting on things or whatever, and then I got to call him back. So I called him back. He's like, I knew that was going to get you to call me. So yeah, Fernando's really good about checking up on me, see how I'm doing.
He's alive. I can vouch for it.
All right, next email is from Jason. Now I know Jason listens to the podcast because he actually asked us a question that we've answered already. He says, "Dear Mouse, sitting at work messing around on Facebook, and I thought I'd shoot you guys a random question. If you could choose any extinct ride at Disneyland to come back, what would it be? I would choose the Skyway between Fantasyland and Tomorrowland.
Yep.
With the People Mover a close second. Have a great day, Jason."
Ditto, bro. Ditto.
Well, I enjoyed American Sings. That was one of my favorites.
It's a close 3 between Journey to Inner Space, America Sings, and the People Mover.
I mean, if it was a one-time ride thing, I'd choose Journey to Inner Space because I don't know if I ever got to go on. My parents don't remember if we went on that when I was a kid there, and I don't remember. So it's possible I missed that one completely. It's possible I didn't. Nonetheless, I would have had to have been like 5 or 6 when I went on, but if it was a permanent reinstallation, then definitely some Skyway, Buckets, and the People Mover. No question.
All right. Thank you for your email, Jason. Next email is from Rachel Hayes. Subject line, nickname time.
Uh-oh.
All right. She says, it's time for my nickname.
I got a suggestion, unless you've been thinking about it.
That's his job.
Well,
let me just read this real quick.
Okie doke.
She says, I'll honestly be happy with anything you come up with. Nothing rhymes with Rachel, nor does anything sound like Rachel, so I'll be impressed with your creativity. All right, she says, I saw 2 movies this week, Incredibles 2 and Solo. I know I'm way behind with Solo, and Anthony doesn't want to talk about it anymore, so I'll just say very little. I really, really enjoyed it, and I don't care what anyone else says. Screw them. I 100% agree with Tim and Diggs. Review on Incredibles, it was really awesome and a little predictable, but I didn't care. I took my 7-year-old godson to see it, and he really liked it too. All the Jack stuff was his favorite, and I have to agree with him. I was confused with Bao too. I thought the character was a boy as well. My godson didn't get it at all, and when a certain thing happened to the Bao when he wanted to leave, that's messed up. My godson was confused and a little disturbed. So I don't think that it's that great for kids, but I think I got the metaphor by the end.
Can I interject real quick? Just a thing about Bao.
Sure.
Because I've been reading a lot of things, in between the Toxic Star Wars on Twitter. I have seen a lot of things about Bao, and that I've seen people who have said, oh, I didn't understand it, blah, blah, blah. It was just like stupid, blah, blah, blah. But I've seen people who I follow on Twitter who are Asian who have expressed how much it meant to them. Basically, Bao to them is almost like what Coco has meant. Like, there was a lot of people who saw Coco, they were like, okay, it's fine. But you know how it's been super huge for the Mexicans, even though there's a lot of things that people don't understand. Bao, from what I can gather, and I'm trying to be kind of, sensitive myself because I don't completely understand all of the issues with it or the deals with it. And since I haven't seen it, I just know that there's a lot of things that maybe you wouldn't necessarily understand if you're not Asian.
Well, in the Asian cultures,
and
the
that
kids
it's
go off and get
and that it's directed. It's basically, I've seen basically, like I said, a lot of people on Twitter say, take people who are complaining about it and talking about how stupid it is, and then they'll quote that tweet and say, and just basically yelling, "It's not for you." Just like people, there might have been, like I said, there was probably a lot of people who went and saw Coco who didn't understand it. Probably a lot of white people who went and said, "Oh, I don't understand this." But so it's similar to that.
Well, it's not that we didn't understand it at all. We didn't understand pieces of it because of the way it was presented.
Right. I'm just trying to make the diplomatic case for the fact that just like Sanjay's Super Team, that was written for Indians or whatever the proper term for anybody that would be written for. People who are of that culture would understand things in Sanjay's Super Team a lot better than somebody who's not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because we've all seen Sanjay's Super Team. I mean, it's that one's cool and fun and everything, but I'm sure that if you were that culture, you would understand it a lot better. I think that's the case with Bao, is that if you were of the Asian culture, you would understand it a lot better. I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
All right, so her question is, what is your must-have snack when visiting the park? Mine is popcorn, as long as the lines aren't crazy. Until next week, Rachel.
I was going to suggest, because she's written in 5 weeks in a row, we could call her regular Rachel. But I'm not the nickname person, so.
Sure.
All right, so answering her question, lately I've been on the pretzel bites craze.
Pretzel bites.
Over there at Troubadour Tavern. I don't know, I've been, I'm going to go get some pretzel bites, and I've been doing that lately, so I'm going to say pretzel bites as a snack. Timothy?
There's a few things I like. If it's like just a quick snack, I'll grab the hummus and pretzels just from a cart. Like if I just need to put something in my stomach real quick. But, corn dogs and popcorn and...
Corn dogs not a snack.
Churros. Depends on who. No, I'm just kidding. No, churros are good for a snack. I tried the lemon churro finally. Well, I had one when the Pirates 50th, but I got one in Town Square again. Excuse me.
That's how boring it was.
Yeah, I got a boring churro in Town Square. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. Next up, carrot cake, I guess, and maybe a couple of the others. We'll see what happens.
I don't really snack. I mean, if there's a popcorn bucket or if we have a all-you-can-eat bucket, I'll have a popcorn.
All-you-can-eat bucket?
I mean, you know what I mean. Refillable bucket. If we have a refillable bucket, I'll get popcorn. But I mean, for the most part, I'd rather have a drink. My snack is drinks.
Fair enough. I mean, there are some good drink snacks, even especially like the Target or the Starbucks there.
No.
Yeah, the Target bucks.
Starbucks. I go to Starbucks when you go to Crazy Old Maurice's and get a poison apple freeze.
Yes.
The problem with the freezes is that they're just too sweet.
No.
That's just you, though.
They're just, for me, they're too sweet. And I
Or
don't
go
say
to,
that about a lot of stuff.
You said the cookie was too sweet. It wasn't too sweet.
Or go to
No,
Jolly Holiday and
I
get
said
the,
I thought it would be too sweet
sparkler
to have the whole thing. But it was really good. The cookie...
I could have ate the whole thing. But
I should not have eaten the whole thing, and which is why we were good to share it. What I do like...
I would have needed milk.
My favorite...
They have milk there.
They didn't have... They only had chocolate milk, right?
No.
They had regular milk? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
got strawberry milk, actually.
The one that I really like is the brew. Gaston's brew.
That's good.
At the Red Rose Tavern.
Yes.
And it's like a...
I didn't like it.
Oh, man, it is so good. And it comes with that froth on top, the way a real beer would. Very, very
The froth
good.
is the same that's on the poison apple, right? Is it the citrus froth?
Foam.
The citrus foam?
Yeah. Yeah, that one was really good. All right, Anthony, nickname time.
Dang, dang, dang.
I mean, the only thing I really had was periodical Rachel. It was just a pun, kind of, but his is all right, I guess. I got nothing. It was really hard.
So we're going to go with...
regular Rachel's fine.
Regular Rachel.
Now you have to live up to it.
Regular...
You're not the official mail person, but you still have to email every week.
What are you calling her?
Regular Rachel.
I like it because I came up with it.
Right. Good job.
Is there any more messages from anyone?
Yeah.
Do I get to read the last one?
Oh, you wanted to read one?
Well, I want to read, at least one.
You know what? Yeah, well, first
Is
of
there
all...
one from Michael? Make him read that one.
Oh, boy.
All right.
That's
So,
rough.
regular Rachel, thank you for your email. And there's your
Just
nickname.
Rachel, keep it regular. Keep emailing. It's your thing. It's your thing now, or you're going to lose your nickname.
And make sure you eat plenty of fiber.
Yes, I like to keep regular myself.
All right, our next email, and Tim's going to read it. It's from Giselle the Gazelle, and her subject line is #NotMyPark.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is Giselle the Gazelle's email. It says, "Hey, bros. Oh, my God. Long time no talk. Just got back from Disney World, and it was a blast, but so hot. We made a rule never to go back in June. I will say I've been in late April, early May, and it was getting...
Anybody could have told you that.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit much.
I'll tell you right now, best time to go to Florida is in end of December, beginning of January.
You know, I've been in April, and I've been in like September, October, and both those times were really good too.
Because the time I went, it was New Year's, and their weather there was identical to whatever we were having.
Yeah, I've also been in the middle of December, like early, like the 8th.
Coincidentally, that's also the best time to go to New Orleans.
The 8th through the 15th.
Or anywhere in the South.
That was good too. Anyway, back here it says, I wish I could just call you guys or video chat. Something. I'm a bad emailer, I'll admit. I'll send you more deets later on my way to pick up my sister from the airport. You could record videos and we could play them on the air. That's another option.
Or you could just record a voice memo.
Yeah, or a voice memo.
And send it in.
Whichever you're better at. We could see your face, but no one else would if it was a video or just the voice thing. Watched Incredibles 2, she says, twice. What the actual heck with the lady eating the dumpling? See, we're not the only ones. But you better believe I cried as soon as the son pulled out that box of pastries to share with her.
Ooh. I
Okay.
cried too because I didn't get any.
Yeah, Diggs was sad he didn't get any pastries. Such a great movie. I cried at the intro too with all the characters. Said thank you for waiting. I haven't made it to Pixar Pier yet, but I'm excited to hear about it from y'all in this episode. Hoping to make it out there next week. Disney World was so overwhelming. Next week, tell us how long you were at Disney World and if you did anything specifically interesting. That's what I want to know about Disney World from you. I think maybe because of the heat, but also because it was pretty busy. I loved it, but I'm ready to go back to our park. Who has bought their tickets for the Halloween party, she asks. I have. Thanks for not kicking me out of the club. Love, G. That's a good one. Does anybody else have anything to add since she didn't ask any specific questions?
Well, I haven't got my ticket yet. I'm going to probably get it sometime this week or next or something.
Yeah, I'll just say again, if you'd rather record a video or do a voice memo or something and send us to play on the air, we can do that. We'll have to check it for curse words first. Just kidding.
All right, well, thank you for your email, Giselle the Gazelle. All right, next email is from Dan the Mailman, who is not here today.
Why aren't you here, Dan? We hear you had toilet problems.
All right, his subject line is, does this email still work? All right, so yes, he says, I'm hoping this email still works and is not deactivated since MousePIRE is no more. Did it go through? I guess it did if I hear it on the episode. Not much to report this week. Pixar Pier has opened and it looks like the crowds turned out to DCA while ignoring Disneyland, except for the Happy Birthday to Tiki Room. Suburban Legends closed out the stage in downtown Disney. A couple hundred people showed up to say bye to that stage with a band known for covering Disney songs and just having a good time. I'm sure we will see them play somewhere else for Disney as they have been doing so since 2002. Suburban Legends has actually been playing at downtown Disney for a long time before they even got into the park. They used to play right there in front of AMC.
That was the first time I ever saw them was in front of AMC around 2001, 2002.
So before they even had the stage there.
Yeah, they would just set up their stuff right there in the middle.
Yep.
And then they'd set up a little table where they sell their CDs and stuff like that.
The rest of the week was quiet as I did not get to go to the parks other than that Tuesday. I hope to this week sometime, but it's another busy week with some stuff at home. Next week should be my return to the podcast and to the parks for sure. All right, question. People have reported that the wait time for Incredicoaster was less than Radiator Spring Racers during the week.
Very much so.
Do you think this is what we will continue to see for the foreseeable future?
You know, both times that I looked at the wait time for the Incredicoaster, it was 70 minutes, which is probably less than Racers during the week.
Basically, that's just going to prove that doing all the stuff to Pixar, making Pixar Pier and all that was basically for nothing, because it's not bringing any extra people past the Saturday. I mean, we were talking earlier about how the novelty of it wearing off and taking advantage of Disneyland while the novelty is still there until it wears off. Well, the novelty may be already gone.
Radiator Springs Racers always has been the most popular ride, one of the most popular rides with that and Guardians of the Galaxy. But, you know, when Screamin' was there, Radiator Springs was always busy. It's the same ride, just different effects, and, you know, it's nothing new. I mean, you know, we went through this. So, yeah, I think Radiator Springs Racers is going to continue to be more popular than Incredicoaster. All right, so he goes on to say, if this is it for the Mouse Something podcast, it was a nice run. Maybe we can rebrand it as the Mice Chat. Oops. No, never mind.
That's already been taken.
See you at the parks or live in studio. 10 out.
Mouse Chat.
Mouse Chat podcast.
How about Mice Lovers? You can call it Mice for Life. And then we can rip off a bunch of artists and sell their buttons.
There you go. All right, thank you for your email, Dan the Mailman. Appreciate that. And one more time, thank you, James. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, thank you to Jason. Thank you to Giselle the Gazelle, Fernando Xavier Hubbard, and Regular Rachel. Yeah. Of course, next week, Rachel, when you write in, let us know what you think of the name, because Tim thought of it, and he's happy about that.
What, Regular Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there's like a regularity joke also, but
I wasn't thinking that until later.
You're the one that made it, but
no, until later. Till later.
I'm just saying she has consistently written in 5 weeks in a row, right? If she keeps it up, she'd literally be Regular Rachel, and that's awesome.
Right.
We like emails, even if they're from the same people.
All right, so let me see, James. If you want to have a nickname, you need 4 more emails to get your nickname. And anyone else who wants a nickname, well, you have to email us at least 5 times. And don't just say hi. At least have some content to your email. And anyone has any comment, questions, your own tips of the weeks, your own thoughts on anything about the parks, all you have to do is email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydiggs.com today. Buttons by Diggs, Buttons by Diggs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Mouse Podcast.
It's the MousePIRE.
Hey, guess what, Anthony? Guess what I forgot to do on Saturday?
No.
No, you know what I guess?
No.
I forgot to do snappies.
Oh, yeah, you were supposed to do that.
I forgot. And
because you know all those people that are waiting to Snapchat with
we
you.
have 10 followers now.
Whoa.
10?
10 snappers or whatever they're called.
What you should do is do a when they do text on the image. I think they call them memes. Anthony can tell you all about them. Do a meme of check out the MousePIRE podcast Fridays. This is how you find it.
That's a good idea.
With the email, and then you can post that. You can give it to Elizabeth to share from some of our pages. You can do it, share it on Facebook. Just like a MousePIRE, here's how you find us meme. Something like that.
Something like that.
You're a meme.
Anyway, yeah, I forgot to do
the
snappies. We knew I was going to forget. If you guys haven't went to check out Pixar Pier, go check that out. See what you think of it. Let us know. That'd be nice to hear from some new emailers. Yeah, go check out all the stuff that's going on over there. And have some fat time over there. And, over there, the popcorn stand, they have a Pixar popcorn bucket, which looks pretty cool. It's $8.50. It's just a regular souvenir popcorn bucket. It's not an AP refillable bucket. It's just a regular bucket. So you can go grab that if you want. And yeah, just check out all the cool Pixar
Wait, so
stuff.
is that one refillable?
No, not for $8.50. And yeah, go check out all Pixar Fest going on in both parks. And maybe you guys can go check out that new Pixar Play Party, whatever it's called over there at Tomorrowland. That starts at 7 o'clock at night and goes till about 10:30. They have a DJ out there. They have some characters. Hey, speaking of characters, I saw that they have Boo in the park. Boo's over there.
Whoa.
In Pixar Pier.
I almost forgot. Just want to note this, but this podcast is coming out on Thursday, so it may be even too late. But it was announced that on Thursday, Disney announced on Thursday that in a very rare occurrence, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves
will appear all together.
Will be appearing all together in Fantasyland. And that is Thursday only, and that is a super rare thing for them all to appear together.
I think they finally negotiated the contract.
Okay.
And they finally agreed to terms. It's that damn Sleepy.
Right.
All he wants to do is sleep.
So if you've been waiting...
Sneezy won't stop screwing up the pictures, though.
So if you've been waiting all these years for your chance to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarves together, because as far as I know, the last time I've seen them together was at an AP party.
Yes.
I believe it was an AP party.
That Fantasyland one. Huh?
Right.
Right.
But so as far as I know, it's a super rare. So if you guys are into that, and well, I don't know when this podcast will be out, but if not, then well, sorry.
And hopefully you guys used your phone horizontally to take it to get everyone in the picture.
Right.
Yeah. So check that out. If you didn't do that, oh, we're sorry. And yeah, everything else going on, Pixar Fest going on at the parks. And go have some fat times. Go try those pretzel bites over there at Troubadour Tavern. Don't forget to check out the Incredibles float in Paint the Night. That float is really, really cool. Awesome. I really like the details on the float, like the lights and everything. And check out that POV globe that's on the top. Really, really cool.
Hey, all right. So as usual, get us on social medias at or MousePIRE on Facebook for now, at MousePIRE on the Twitters and the Instagram for now. Don't worry about me because you don't need to see what I'm doing. It's just gonna get all political, and you're just gonna probably complain about it anyway. So don't follow me. Tim's over here sleeping. He's somebody refreshing and
I'm
refreshing his one and I don't know, Pepsi One.
All right, well, as Tim's fall asleep, you can follow me on Instagram at Baloo1313. You can also follow Buttons by Diggs on Instagram. There you will see your button order going out. Also, head over to dgpclothing.com. Get your former MousePIRE gear while it's still available. And you can also visit dgpclothing.com on Instagram. Just spell it out, DGPClothing, DOTCOM on Instagram. And yeah. You can...
Who am I?
No, we're done with you.
Oh, okay. I don't matter.
It's okay because Tim the Tech already put your graphics up. Woo-hoo. And yeah, so follow that. Don't forget to head over to YouTube and listen to the podcast there if you don't already. And for those of you who do, I appreciate that and appreciate you guys waiting while Tim the Tech has to, takes him a while to put the podcast up because he's been working really hard. And but he eventually gets to it. And don't forget to check out patreon.com/MousePIRE. Help support the podcast while we're still here. And don't forget to head over to Snapchat and be one of our snappies. I just took a snappy right now, so you can check that out. I don't know, I think it's only for 24 hours. But anyway, I took our first snappy. It's kind of funny. And yeah, go over to Snapchat and Snapchat and check out the MousePIRE. Just look for MousePIRE there, add us there, and yeah, all that kind of stuff.
And until next time, remember, it doesn't matter how the fried chicken is fixed, as long as it has its own celebration. So for Clinton Coote, Daria Morgendorfer, and Old Man Harrison, I'm Anthony.
I'm Tim.
I'm Diggs.
Bye. Meep.
This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com. Like I said, I did post those pictures of the
Sorry.
I didn't fry the chicken.
I just got a text from you that says, "Hey bros, oh my god, long time no talk, huh?
Hey,
just got back from."
That's the email.
Oh, it's the email. Okay.
And until next time, remember, it doesn't matter how they fry the chicken. Oh, wait.
It does.
I'm not trying to play footsies. I'm just trying to stretch my leg out.
Oh, okay.
It's my podcast and I'll cry if I want to. Anthony's crying about the podcast. He'll cry too if you just let him put his head on your shoulder.
I was confused.